Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Welcome to Add Maths Plus Maths. This is Cambridge IGCSE Additional Mathematics Chapter 1, which is about functions. We are now going to discuss lesson number 5, which is graph of y is equal to the modulus of a function, or in other words, the graph of a modulus function. Okay, so let's start. In graphing modulus function, first step is draw the graph of the function, which is inside of a modulus. Okay, second step is reflect the part of the graph of the function that is below the x-axis so that everything will be above the x-axis. So where do you reflect it? At the line which is x-axis itself. Okay. Next, rub out the original part below the x-axis. So there are only 3 steps, which are the following. Let's move on to an example. First example is we have to sketch the graph of y is equal to the modulus of 1/2 x minus 1, showing the graph or the coordinates of the points where the graph meets the coordinate axis, meaning we need to show the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so we need to first draw the graph of the function. In drawing the graph of the function, you need to know the x-intercept, okay, wherein y is equal to 0, and we need to know where is the y-intercept. Okay, how to find out the y-intercept? We need to make x is equal to 0. So if we want to find the x-intercept, 0 is equal now to 1/2 x minus 1, which means 1 is equal to 1/2 x, which means x is equal now to 2. And we have y-intercept, wherein we make x 0, or you already know that the y-intercept is negative 1. Okay, so y is equal to negative 1. So the graph of the function will look like this. So negative 1 is there, and then 2 is the x-intercept. Okay, so this is the graph of the line 1/2 x minus 1. You just need to do the second step. What is the second step? Reflect the part of the function that is below the x-axis so that it is above the x-axis. So we'll just reflect whatever is below. What is below here? This part. I'll just reflect that over here. Okay, using the mirror line, which is the x-axis. Okay, I'll just reflect that. So if you notice, instead of a negative 1 y-intercept over here, the y-intercept now becomes positive 1. Okay, so those are the clues for graphing a modulus of a linear function. Okay, next step, or the third step, or the last step, will be rub out the original part below the x-axis. Okay, so if you notice, I remove whatever is in here. Okay, those are the easy steps. So we only have 3 steps. Draw the graph of the function, reflect the part which is below the x-axis, and then rub out that part that is below the x-axis. So let's move on to another example so that you can have more things to take a look at later on. So I will graph the modulus of 2x plus 1. Again, 2x plus 1 is a linear function. Okay, draw the graph. Find out what is the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Y-intercept, you already know it's positive 1. Okay, x-intercept, I'll just make y 0. So 0 is equal to 2x plus 1. Therefore, negative 1 is equal to x. So x is equal now to negative 1 over 2. Okay, so I have the x-intercept is negative 1 over 2, and the y-intercept is 1. Okay, So you see, negative 1 over 2 and y-intercept is 1. I'll reflect whatever is below the x-axis. So that's the second step. Okay, let's reflect. So that is the reflection. After that, I will just rub out whatever is below the x-axis. Below the x-axis is this part. I'll just rub it out. Okay, you now have the modulus function. Okay, next. Y is equal to 4x minus 3. Again, it's a modulus of a linear function. So let's draw the graph of the line, which is 4x minus 3. You know already the y-intercept is negative 3. Oh, by the way, how did I know it's negative 3? Isn't it y is equal to mx plus c? And the c is always what you call the y-intercept. Okay? So, negative 3 is the y-intercept. Okay? Let's move on. So, if negative 3 is the y-intercept, what is the x-intercept? It is actually 3 over 4. How did I know it's 3 over 4? I makes y 0. So, 0 is equal to 4x minus 3. So, I'll have 3 is equal to 4x. I'll divide both sides by 4. X is equal now to 3 over 4. So, I have the x-intercept is 3 over 4. So, you know already that one. Then, you just draw the graph of the line. Okay? Let's follow the second step, which is let's reflect whatever is below the x-axis. You notice that the y-intercept over here is negative 3. We'll have a y-intercept as positive 3. Okay? Then you draw the line from here. Draw the line going to the y-intercept I pointed out a while ago. Okay? So you'll have that. Reflect. After that, you rub out whatever is below the x-axis. Okay? Let's just rub it out. There. So you'll have the graph of the modulus function 4x minus 3. Okay, next example, let's have a quadratic. So you'll have a quadratic function over here. How did I know it's a quadratic function? Because it's already an x squared. And when you have a quadratic function, the graph of a quadratic function is always parabola. Okay, we'll have more videos about parabola later on. Okay, so that you will be given more examples on how to draw the parabola. But this time, I'll just draw it for you. Okay, this is the drawing. Okay, after that, we just follow the second step. Reflect the part of the function that is below the x-axis. So I'll have this part as below the x-axis. I'll just reflect it going upward. Okay, you notice that the y-intercept is negative 10. I'll have a y-intercept at the positive 10 then. Then of course, you'll have a drawing over here, going there, and ending here. Okay, so you'll have that. Then, rub out whatever is below the x-axis. Okay, I hope I made myself clear. So there are only 3 steps as long as you know the graph of the function inside the modulus function. Okay, let's now have the graph of the last example before I proceed with a past year question. So I have y is equal to the modulus of x minus 3. Okay, draw the graph of the function. You already know that the y-intercept is negative 3. X-intercept is 0 equals x minus 3. So I'll have x is equal to positive 3. Okay, so the graph will be like this. Okay, let's just reflect whatever is below the x-axis. There. Then you'll rub out whatever is below the x-axis. Okay. Now, let's move on to a past year question. Sketch on the same diagram the graphs of y is equal to x minus 3, which is not a modulus function. Okay. and y is equal to the modulus of 2x minus 9. So I'll just put some labels so that it will be easier for us. Okay, I have y is equal to x minus 3. You already know that the y-intercept is negative 3, so I'll put the y-intercept here. Okay, negative 3. And then I have 0 is equal to x minus 3. So therefore, I have x is equal to 3. Okay, I have a point over here. I'll just draw the graph. There. Then I'll have modulus of 2x minus 9. I know already that the y-intercept of the original function is negative 9. So I'll have a point over here. After that, I'll find out whatever is the x-intercept. So 0 is equal to 2x minus 9. And then I'll have 9 is equal to 2x. Okay, and then x is equal to 4.5. Because I will just divide it by 2, I'll have 4.5 over here. So if I have x is equal to 4.5, then therefore I have the graph like this. I'll just reflect whatever is below the x-axis. Okay, below the x-axis is over here. I'll just reflect. Okay, I'll have a y-intercept on the 9. So I'll have that. Then I will just rub out whatever is below the x-axis. There. Therefore, you'll get these two graphs. The black will be the graph of y is equal to x minus 3. And the violet one will be the graph of the modulus of 2x minus 9. Okay. There is a question that says solve modulus of 2x minus 9 equals to x minus 3. If I want to solve this, I'll just basically have the intersection points. So those two intersection points, since I am working out for the value of the x and I'm solving this equation, okay, then I will just find out what is the value of the x here and what is the value of the x here, so that I could be able to solve that. Even if it's 2 marks, actually it's an easy 2 mark. Okay, but again, if you are not able to solve it draw it properly, you won't get the correct answer. Okay, so you just find out whatever is the value of the x. Okay, so I have, if you notice, x is 4 and x is equal to 6. That's all for this lesson, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and for those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and God bless.